Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Annalise and my cat is currently very distracted and very intrigued by this toy right here. Gooch, do you want to be introduced to the people? This is my baby. His name is Gucci. Gucci, I want you to say hi to the people. He likes to crawl on my shoulder. Oh! Okay, bye! Come here, baby. Can you look at the camera? Oh, hello! This is my little rescue kitten. I am fostering him as of right now, and then I'll have the opportunity to adopt him. He's my new best friend. I know! Here, I'll hold this for you the whole time so you can play with it. He's named Gucci because when I first picked him up from the shelter, he was meowing, he was really anxious and shaking, and the song Gucci Gang comes on, and he was silent for the whole song. Silent and purring. And then the song ended and he started meowing and getting really anxious again. So I immediately was like, yeah, you're gonna be Gucci. And I call him Gooch as a nickname. Yes, I know what a Gooch is. No, I don't care. I think that's hilarious. Today's video is going to have a few little miniature stories mixed in because I figured if I made just one story the whole video, it would be like, okay, get on with it. We're just gonna get on with it, and I'm gonna tell 3 stories in this video. So the first story I'm gonna tell takes place my sophomore year of college. I was visiting home for either Thanksgiving or Christmas break, I believe, and I had to drive back to college, which was about 2 hours away. When I went home for Christmas, I got my car that my dad had bought for me because the car that I had before wasn't very good for snow. I start my drive up to Reno, and it's the first time I've ever really driven this car, especially that long of a distance, especially in snow. When I was driving, I drive through a town called Auburn. Let me just hold you because you're being so needy. Yeah. Hey, maybe not. I was driving through a town called Auburn, which on the way to Reno from where I lived. And I noticed on the side of the road, I hadn't gotten onto the freeway yet, or the highway, and there was a guy and he was there hitchhiking. And for whatever reason, come here. For whatever reason, I was like, I feel like I need to pick up this man. Yeah. I had just turned 19, my little 19-year-old ass is like, yeah, I'm gonna help this probably 50-year-old hitchhiker, and I'm gonna drive him to wherever he needs to go as long as it's like on the way to where I need to go. Okay, like, first of all, I'm not stupid. You're probably laughing right now at that, but I have a pretty good sense of like people's vibes and like say what you want, but I just had like a feeling that I should. So I pull over and I'm like, hey, like, where are you going? And he said he was going to Sparks. Sparks is literally like right after Reno, so it wasn't really out of my way at all. It was like 5 minutes down the freeway, and then I could have just gone back to Reno. So I was like, well, I'm going to Reno, so like I can take you if you want. And he was like, are you sure? Like, this doesn't weird you out or anything? And I'm like, no. So he gets in the car, and really like nothing in me was like feeling nervous or feeling like this was a bad idea or like I'm about to get murdered. It just felt like I was doing a favor, which I was, but you know, obviously everyone knows the dangers of hitchhiking. Just a quick little time out, never pick up a hitchhiker, and also never hitchhike because the person that picks you up could not be a good person. So we were kind of both risking the situation, but clearly as like a 70-pound 19-year-old girl, I was not really much of a threat. I don't really remember what we started talking about, but we got to like, how did you get to Auburn and why are you needing to go back to Sparks and blah blah blah. Since this was the first time I had really driven my car, it started to snow and we were going up the mountains. Are you gonna cough up a hairball? So I needed to do my windshield wipers because it was just starting to snow. But I could not figure out how to turn on my windshield wipers, and he couldn't figure it out either. So I'm like, can you get the manual like out of my little glove compartment? And he's like, yeah. So he opens my glove compartment, and funny enough, when I was visiting family, one of my family members, she who will not be named, sent me back to college with a mason jar full of marijuana. Full of it. And I had put that in my glove compartment, which also, Annie, that's entirely stupid because if I were to get pulled over for any reason, like, I would have to open that. The guy opens it and he's like, like, is this yours? And I'm like, yeah. So we figure out how to use my windshield wipers. I'm like, do you smoke? And he's like, yeah, of course I smoke. I mean, like, you just picked me up off the side of the road. I was hitchhiking. Of course I smoke. And then he's like, do you want to smoke right now? And I was like, yes, please. Because at this point I'm like, gotta do something because I am very anxious right now. We're probably actually only about like 20 minutes from Sparks because it didn't start to snow until a bit later. So we pull off in this little city called Verdi, or yeah, Verdi I think it's called. It's not a toy. This is a toy. So me as a 19-year-old and this like 50-something-year-old man probably smoke a couple bowls. Then we were just chilling and talking for probably 20 minutes, and then we got back in my car and I drove him back to Sparks. I even left him with a little nugget of wisdom, if you know what I mean. And he was really appreciative of it, and like I was appreciative that he didn't kill me, so that was good. Yeah, and then I went back on my merry way to college and acted like nothing happened. That was the story that, just please don't do anything like that. The next story that I'm going to be telling you is I know a couple people that used to be on dance team with me watch my videos, so hey, what's up? Hello. This may be new information for you. So it was junior year and the dance team was gonna be dancing at a Sacramento Kings game, which is, you know, our basketball team in Sacramento. And it was also the same day as Sadie Hawkins, which is, if you don't know, the dance where like the girl asks the guy. And so I had spent the night at my best friend's house the night before the day of the game in Sadie's. The next morning we woke up and we started driving down to, it used to be Arco Arena at the time, now it's like the Golden One Center or something. We started driving to the Sacramento Kings game. We were all in our uniform. There we like met up with everyone, and we had probably like 2 hours before we were even gonna be on the court because I think we were dancing at halftime. So like me and my best friend were getting pretty bored. Like we were friends with everyone on the team, but like we liked to just kind of like chill, and we were usually drunk. Like pretty much every basketball game we danced at, we were either drunk or high or both, or, you know, I don't know. It was a time, honestly. Sorry if you hear this noise. My cat is, yeah. Oh gosh. So we had like an hour before we were to go on the court at this point. We sat like at the very, very top just because the rest of the team was sitting down lower, and for some reason we were just wanting to be loners together. She was crazy, I was crazy, we liked to do crazy things. The best friend that I was with is like, hey, I have Molly. Like on me, on my person. And I'm like, and she's like, oh, I was gonna do it later with her boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. But she was like, do you wanna just take it now? And then like, it'll be fun, we can dance, and then you're gonna go to Sadie's and you'll have fun. And I was like, okay. So we took Molly, and it wasn't like the first time I had taken it or anything, but I think it was the first time I had taken it and like then had to go do a really intense dance routine, and then also go home and interact with my parents and then my boyfriend's parents and like go to a school dance. But you know, so I did the dance. It was a great time, honestly. It was really fun, but I sprained my wrist somehow. This is what I think happened, but for some reason I don't remember. It's not like you even lose your memory on Molly, but maybe because this was like 8 years ago. Shit, am I really that fucking old? That's disgusting. Ugh. That was weird. After the game, we were like outside just like playing around, and I did an aerial. Like I definitely didn't land it, there's no way. And I think that's how I sprained my wrist, but I'm not positive. Anyway, long story short, I sprained my wrist. So I went home and I had to get ready for Sadie's really quick because we were already gonna be late. My boyfriend was there waiting for me to get ready. I was having my mom like wrap my wrist because it was seriously sprained. Then my boyfriend and I go to Sadie's, and this happened to be the year that we got kicked out of Sadie. I actually got kicked out of 2 Sadies, now that I think about it. Sophomore year and junior year. But we got kicked out for like dirty dancing, which like, you know what I'm talking about. It's not even like dirty dancing. It's like that stupid fucking, when the girl's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, 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 get it, get it, get it, get it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I just ended up coming home and going to sleep. I ended up getting what was called work option, which is where you had to like either stay after school or come before school and like clean things. Hey! I was gonna tell a third story, but this took a lot longer than expected, so I'll save that for the next story time series. Let me know down below if you would ever pick up a hitchhiker, or if you ever have picked up a hitchhiker, or if you've ever hitchhiked yourself. Yeah, or if any of the things that have happened to me have happened to you, which I highly doubt that you took Molly before dancing at an NBA game and then broke your wrist doing an aerial and then got kicked out of Sadie Hawkins dance. But hey, maybe you did. That's gonna be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below and click that little bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload. Do you want to say goodbye to the people with me? Subscribe for more of Gucci because he's the cutest kitten on the planet. Aren't you Gucci? Say I'm the cutest kitten on the freaking planet. Yeah. Yeah. And be sure to give the video a thumbs up, comment down below. Check out all the links down below. Check out my merch. Check out, ow. I'm gonna stop talking now because my feet hurt really bad. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.